Hey everybody, good morning. Well, it's morning here. It's 9:36 and I'm coming to you live and completely barefaced, naked, raw, well in the face. Well, not barefaced naked, but barefaced naked. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I am running a brow special today for custom made brow powders and pomades. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to show you kind of what I do. Brows, for a lot of people, just freak them out, and for me, they do as well. So it's a big deal that I'm doing this for you on camera, especially since I don't do a whole lot of live videos. In fact, I've only done maybe a couple. So anyways, my little mirror, I don't have a great setup, but we're gonna have some fun today. And so if anybody wants to join me, that's great. I'm just gonna talk my way through this, and if I see your comments, I will try to answer. I don't see anybody here with me yet this morning, so that's okay. Less pressure, and I'm gonna apologize for all the noise because it's Hawaii and it's all open air. So anyway, I'm running a special on, like I said, brow powders and pomades. They're normally $40 for a large container, and I'm going to run them, I say large because it lasts forever. It's just a small amount, does a whole lot. So I'm running them half price this weekend. So, and that's with free shipping and a cotton mill. Yes, so they're 20 bucks, and they're gonna come to you kind of like this. So I make them custom to the color that you need. So if you have red hair and you want red eyebrows, whatever, we'll do that. So what I do when I put my makeup on every morning, before color correcting or anything like that, I will do my eyebrows, because if I have 5 minutes to get ready, I'm gonna do my eyebrows before I do anything, because I want all the attention right up in here. And as we age, everything starts to fall. And wherever the color is, that's where people will focus their attention. Their brains automatically recognize where the color is first when they look at something. So if I have 5 minutes, I'm doing the brows. I'm gonna pull it all up. So here we go. We've got I'm using a brow pomade in a dark brown because my hair, as you can see, is like lots of different colors. So what I do is I get a nice little spoolie brush and just brush them on up. Again, everything up. And brows, they're not twins. You've heard this, right? They're sisters. They should look related, but they're never going to be exactly the same because, nobody's features are completely symmetrical. Well, I guess some people are. They're called supermodels. Or mannequins. Mine are not. I have one eye that is larger than the other one. So the goal here for me is to make them somewhat symmetrical. And as you can see, this eyebrow wants to have the big Maleficent arch, and this one just is chill. So we're gonna just balance those out a little bit with the pomade. And then I'm just gonna run on after that and go do some stuff. Hey, Carolyn, sorry, my phone is like in a weird spot. So I'm gonna take the Motives sharp angle brush, which you can get on my website. It's amazing. I use it for like everything, all kinds of detailing. And I'm gonna use my dark brown brow powder. Sorry, not powder, pomade. And so I scoop a little bit of that out. And then what I do is I put it on my hand to kind of warm it up. Hey, Susan. Hey, Chrissy. Right? Hey, hi. So I'm going to take a little bit of that pomade, and I seem to have like a permanent stain here because I do this every day. And it's made with pure minerals. So I've got some crushed tiger ice, some crushed agate, some crushed sunstone. Pretty cool stuff. So I give myself a little swatch, warm it up just a little bit, and take my sharp angle brush, and I'm going to start on the underside. And I usually start about the middle, and I just follow along where I want my brow to be and do little tiny short brush strokes. So I'm just barely putting any pressure on there. And as you can see, it's kind of giving me a little bit of a definition. I put a little more here because I have less hair there. So I'm doing little brush strokes so that I can create the illusion of having some hair. And then I just go back to this same little spot. And then what I do is I stop at that point and come to this side, and we'll do it in sections, because if I do one eyebrow first, then I feel that pressure of like having to do the other eyebrow exactly the same. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't need that kind of pressure in my life. It's just too much. So I go in sections. I will do the underside section first, and then I will go and do the other underside section. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm working on being ambidextrous. I'm getting there, but I'm gonna use my right hand for now. And again, y'all, don't get stressed out about brows. It's just makeup. But in the summertime, it's really nice because if you don't want to wear any makeup at all, you can still do your brows and it frames your eye and gives you a really polished look without having anything else on your face. And this pomade is fantastic. Oh, sorry, I started moving on without telling you what I was doing. Okay, so I did the underside here and just basically drew a little frame underneath. So now I'm going to go, hey, Sunny. Harper wants me to do her eyebrows. Aw, I would love to. She can jump on here and we can do them together. So I did a frame underneath, and now I'm gonna go on the top and basically do a frame on top. This is how I do my eyebrows. Everybody does them different, but for me, this is the quickest way to get them done. I basically draw a frame for my eyebrow and then I fill it in. So I'm gonna go back up on the top here and create in little brush strokes, basically a softened out triangle where I want my arch. So there are some days I want to look completely condescending and then there are other days where I'm chill and it's a softer arch. So just whatever kind of day you're having, but I want to say happy Friday to my friends. I hope y'all are going to do something fabulous for the 4th because I'm proud to be an American and I'm excited to spend the 4th, my first 4th of July here on Big Island. So as you can see, it looks a little crazy. I haven't quite got it together yet, but it's coming together. And what I usually do is I'll put the most pressure, meaning the most color deposit, from about here out, and then a little bit lighter in the front so that you don't look like that you have, 2 Sharpie marks for eyebrows. So you want to use a lighter touch in the front, fading to a darker. And, you've seen those girls with the Sharpie eyebrows. Don't be that girl. Unless you love that look. If you love it, rock it out, own it. So anyway, I'm gonna come back over here and do a little bit more of that, just a tiny bit of fill out. And see, when I'm not talking, I can go really fast. And once you kind of get the hang of it, less is more with this pomade because it's really, really intense color. You're just gonna go real soft and gentle with your touch and lighter as you go towards the front. And I love this sharp angle brush from Motives because it basically helps you work with the shape that you're trying to create. So I just go back in, do little brush strokes, because if you do one big long one, it has to be perfect, right? And if it's not perfect, you gotta erase it and go back. So again, I don't need that kind of pressure in my life. Short brush strokes work much better for me. So I feel like I have a pretty good frame now. I'm gonna fill another little bit of line here. Oh yeah, that's crazy. So I'm gonna go kind of clean up my frame a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with more of this color that I just put on here and just basically darken the middle and outside edges and then lighter towards the front. So I'm just gonna fill in my frame to the degree of color that I want on these eyebrows. And typically a great shape for every face is just a little bit wider in the front with a gradient change to a slimmer tail at the end. Now, everybody's face shape is different. Everybody loves something different. So for me as a makeup artist, my philosophy is there's no rules. If you love the way your makeup looks and what you're doing with it and the shape that you're creating, you love it, makes you feel beautiful every day, honey, rock it out, do that. There's no rules, but there are some technique tips and tricks that makeup artists use to get certain kind of look. And so I'm going to be doing videos more often for my clients and just for my own, betterment for my business and just becoming better, hopefully, at giving you guys kind of some things that I've learned and helping you out in that area. So I'm just filling it in, like I said, filling in my frame. Oh, Susan, you're so kind. you know, it's simple movements. It's just practicing. That's what it is. And so something that you practice every day, you get good at. Now, you don't have to sit for an hour and practice, even 2 minutes a day. If you practice every day, you're going to get better at it. So just keep that in mind. There's no pressure there. Hey, Danielle. So anyway, now I got like 2 big blocks, right? Okay, so what I do, basically, I'm just about done. So I'm going to put my sharp angle brush away, and I'm going to grab my spoolie, or, you know, whatever kind of little brush you got. You could use, you know, pretty much any brush that you got there. And I'm going to thin it out in the front. So where's my spoolie at? So see, this is what takes me most time, is just finding my products. So I'm going to take this little spoolie and just kind of brush the front and thin it out just a little. Now, I try to pretty much stay within my natural brow shape line. But if I didn't, what I could do is then take, to clean up the line, you can then take your Motives concealer brush, which is here somewhere. Yeah. Or you could take any kind of concealer. Oh, here it is. Motives concealer brush. It's fantastic. So I could put a little bit of concealer or foundation and clean up those lines to give them very sharp and crisp edges. I'm going to finish out the rest of my face here, so I'm not going to do that right this second. But that is the brow. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Feel free to pass it on. Feel free to like my page, BB Artistry. I'm also going to put this on my YouTube page if it turns out well. So we will see. I'm going to review it. But thank you for joining me live. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a blessed, wonderful, safe 4th of July. And check out my brow powders and pomades on special. If you want one, private message me what color you want, and we'll get you one. All right. Bye.